Music for a child's heart, body, and mind.
Alright, good morning, wonderful pupil of Sardonyx. How are you doing? I want to believe you had a good time in our mathematics class in the morning. So you're welcome to another science class. And we'll be considering a new topic today. Remember, for the past 2 weeks, we have considered materials and maintenance. So today we are moving to a new topic, and I'd like you to pay attention and follow so you can have a better understanding of what we're talking about. Alright, the topic we are looking at today is drawing instruments and materials. Drawing instruments and drawing materials. Alright, a drawing is a picture representation of an object or an idea made on material such as paper. Alright, what this definition is simply saying is that representing an object or an idea as a picture on a paper is what drawing is all about. So drawing is defined as a picture representation of an object or an idea that you have, an idea you've conceived, something you're thinking about in your head, putting it as a picture on material such as paper. That is what drawing is all about. Alright, drawing is applicable in many fields. Drawing is applicable. I mean, people make use of drawing in so many fields, such as science. Of course, in science, a lot of things are being drawn. For example, flowers, animals, plants, they are being drawn in science. So drawing is applicable in that area. It's also applicable in architecture, right? So where they put a lot of plans of buildings, mansions. So drawing is applicable in that field as well. And it's also applicable in creative art. Of course, you see artists put a lot of things together, beautiful things, through drawing. Right, drawing also gives a visual picture of information on a result. It gives what? A visual presentation, or sorry, a visual picture of information or a result. Now, a good example of this is, for example, when you go to a public place, for example, a cinema or a mall, and you want to ease yourself. So when you approach the toilet, mere seeing a picture of a male on the door tells you that this particular toilet belongs to a male. Mere seeing a picture of a female, probably with a dress, on the door tells you that the particular toilet belongs to what? Females. So drawing also gives a visual picture of information. It can be used for communication as well. So quickly we'll look at drawing instruments and their uses. Drawing instruments are simply the tools used in drawing. That's a simple definition for instruments. Drawing instruments, I repeat, are the tools used in drawing. And we are going to take a look at the instruments and their uses, and also what? Their pictures. Alright, the first instrument we'll be talking about today is called flexible curve. I mean, some of these instruments we're familiar with them, some of them they are strange to us, but by the time we see the picture, I think we'll have a better understanding of what we're talking about. Alright, the first one here is flexible curve, and it is used for drawing irregular curves, curves that are not regular. So flexible curve is an instrument used in drawing, and it is used for drawing irregular curves. So let's quickly take a look at the image of flexible curve. You can see it here, this first one. You can see that the shape itself is irregular, so it is used for drawing irregular curves. This is what we call a flexible curve. It's an instrument used in drawing, and it's basically used for drawing irregular curves. Alright, number 2 instrument we will talk about today is French curve. Another instrument, French curve, and this one is used for drawing specific curves. Now there are several curves we have, so and that which implies we have several French curves. Now let's take a look at a picture so you have an understanding of what we're talking about. Now you can see it on this side. We have several kind of French curve here. You can see the first one, it's used for specific curve. This second one too is another specific curve. The third one, and so on and so forth. So all you have here are pictures of different kinds of French curves used for drawing specific curves. Alright, let's get back to our notes. Number 3, protractor. We're familiar with this one. We have it in our mathematical set. It's used for drawing and measuring angles. Protractors are used for drawing and also measuring angles. Now just mere looking at the picture, you can tell here is you have a green one here on my left hand side, and you can see it is calibrated in angles, degrees. So this is a picture of a protractor, and it's basically used for measuring and what, drawing angles. All right, number 4 instrument we'll be considering today is a pair of compass. We're also familiar with that. We have it in our mathematical set. It is used for drawing a circle and also picking dimension. What do we mean by dimension? We mean measurement, a particular measurement. All right, so a pair of compass is used for drawing a circle. We use that in class oftentimes. You fix your pencil there and use to draw a circle. You can also use to pick dimension, pick a particular measurement and take it to another place, and still use the same measurement. So we are familiar with it, but let me just show us the picture. You can see it here. You have the pencil fixed in it, and you just use it to draw a perfect circle. And you can as well use it to pick what? A particular dimension, a particular measurement. Okay, let's move further. The next one is a drawing board. From the name you can tell what that is used for. It is a surface for placing drawing sheet or paper. It's a surface on which you draw. You place what you're drawing so that it can be stable. You don't have anything shaking. I mean, you can have a smooth drawing session. And you can see a picture of that here. You can see an artist. This man here is an artist, is drawing, and he has placed his paper or his drawing sheet on a drawing board. So it is very convenient for him to draw. I mean, he can't really make mistake. His hands will not shake, nothing will shake what he's doing. So that is a drawing board, and it is a surface on which you place what you're drawing, the sheet on which you're drawing. The next instrument for drawing is number 6, the T-square. T-square is used for drawing horizontal lines. But now I'm very sure we're able to differentiate between vertical and horizontal line. The horizontal line is the one that is lying, not standing. So T-square is basically used for drawing horizontal lines. I mean, it has a T shape, so that's how it got its name. You can see it here. It has a shape of letter T, and is used in drawing as an instrument, and basically used for drawing horizontal lines. The next one is a set square. We're familiar with that. It's also in our mathematical set. It's used for drawing vertical or slant line. That's the opposite of horizontal lines. The set square is used for drawing vertical or horizontal or slant line. Sorry, T square is for horizontal line, but set square is for vertical or slant line. And let's take a look at the image of can you see it is a set square? You can see it. We have it in a mathematical set as well. It's used for drawing slant line. This side is for slant line, and you can also straighten it for it to draw what? A vertical line. Okay, the number 8 instrument we are going to be considering is a ruler. It's a very common one. Everyone knows a ruler. It's used for drawing straight lines. It's used for drawing straight lines, and we have different types of ruler. There's an image of a ruler. You can see it's calibrated. Some will be calibrated in inches, some will be in centimeters, some will be in millimeters, as the case may be. It's basically used for drawing a straight line. And the last instrument we are going to be considering today for drawing is a pair of dividers. It's also a familiar one. Is found in our mathematical set. It is used for picking or transferring dimensions. Like I mentioned earlier, dimensions in this case simply means measurement, a particular measurement. Okay, so a pair of divider is used for picking or transferring dimension. Maybe you want to use a particular measurement. You have drawn something, you want to use that particular measurement, so you just use a divider, put it on the 2 endpoints, measure it and transfer it to wherever you are taking it to. And a picture of a divider is what we have here. I think I can see it. You know it very well now. So all you need to do is put one of this pointed edge end at one end of your measurement and put the other one at the other end of your dimension. That helps you to pick the dimension, the particular measurement, and you can transfer it to another place where the measurement is needed. All right, those are the 9 drawing instruments we are going to be considering today. So we move from here to drawing materials. Don't forget our topic is drawing instruments and materials. So we have been able to define drawing. We have looked at drawing instruments and their uses. We have seen their pictures as well. So we're going to be looking at the last part of the topic, which is the drawing materials. Drawing materials are the items used in drawing. That's a simple definition. Don't forget I told you drawing instruments are the tools used in drawing, while drawing materials are the items used in drawing, and they include, we'll look at the materials and their uses. They are common things that we have around us, and we even use them almost every day. Number one is pencil. Your pencil is used for drawing. In fact, that's one of the major items, major materials used in drawing. So pencil is used for drawing. Number two is eraser. Your eraser is for cleaning or erasing. In case there's a part you want to take off in your drawing, you quickly use your eraser to take it off. Number three is your crayon. Your crayon is for coloring. Coloring beautifies your drawing, makes it look real. And the last one is the masking tape or sellotape. We know that it's used for holding paper to the drawing board, so that your drawing paper will not shift anyhow. It will be what? Be stabilized. So masking tape or sellotape is used for holding paper to the drawing board. These are the drawing materials we're going to be looking at today. It's a very short topic, and I expect you to understand it. You can play this video back several times to catch up with any point. Let me quickly do a recap of what we have learned so far. We are talking about drawing instruments and materials. Drawing, of course, we have defined as a picture representation of an object or an idea made on materials such as paper, and we have looked at the fields where drawing is applicable, and we also said drawing can be used to give a visual picture of information. It can be used to communicate as well. And from there we move to drawing instruments. We define them as tools used in drawing. We mentioned them, we looked at their uses and their pictures, and we concluded with drawing materials, and we define them as the items used in drawing. We mentioned them and their uses as well. Alright, so I expect you to copy your note and watch the video for explanation. You can check for your homework so you can answer and submit back to me. Let me quickly let you know this. I discovered that some of you are submitting your homework or classwork more than once. Please let us stop this so that we avoid congesting the portal. Let us do the writing and submit once. And let me make this very clear. Apart from mathematics, every other subject you expect to type your answer, being it classwork or homework, including grammar. There's an answer page to every classwork and homework given. You expect to type your answer back. It helps your typing skill. But for mathematics, because of the techniques involved in solving mathematics, you can't work with Microsoft with the answer page. So you expect to snap your solutions in your note, send it as either an attachment or as a picture. So in case you have any difficulty with that, you can call on your parents or whoever is guiding you to assist you or help you in sending this picture or the attachment, and we can snap it probably once or twice so we can send all that we have done. That will be all for today's science class. I really hope you understand the topic, and I hope to see you some other times. Bye for now.